Ka, ka, ka. Always cheat. Nobody will recognize you in 2 weeks' time. People will start asking you what steroids you want. Stop looking like a nerd and learn how to train to look like a man. If you are working on computers, if you are having a sedentary lifestyle, your neck is going to be underdeveloped, and that makes you look like a nerd. And you don't want to be looking like a nerd when you are trying to get fit and look more alpha. Now, how do you cheat looking in clothes? In this episode, guys, I will teach you exactly how you can change your physique in 2 weeks' time and transform how you are looking in a t-shirt. The only thing that counts when you're wearing a t-shirt is your neck, your traps, and your arms. When those 3 muscles are pumped, you are looking huge even if you are not really so big. I will show you 4 of the best exercises in the world to build big traps in 2 weeks. And I will give you my 2 special exercises how I build a badass neck. So if you want to look more like an alpha male, check this episode and apply all the exercises, and in 2 weeks' time, you have transformed how you look in a t-shirt. Let's go, guys. Always, when training traps, mad important, get in the power position, like in anything that you're training, and pull backwards to engage the whole trap muscles, and put your head forward. There. If you're keeping your head up and you're pulling forward, this is all you're getting. This is your maximal movement in the wrong position. If I put it in the right position, you see the difference? I am doing double the pull. So this is the way to build big ass traps. Power position, head forward, pulling backwards. Direction of your shoulders is 45 degrees backwards. And guys, always full range of motion. That means all the way up and all the way down. Now guys, to target the inner part of the traps, of course the traps work always the whole muscle together when you do it right, but to focus especially on that part connecting the neck and the traps, you want to have a wide grip barbell shrug. Always focus on power position, pulling backwards as much as possible, taking your head forward and shin down when you are doing this movement so you can reach maximally high with your traps and neck connected to that. So, wide grip, as high as you can, wrap it out. Even if you have to cheat at the end, better than stopping, so always do a couple of extra reps with cheat. Every single exercise that you are doing in the gym is just a partial exercise of an Olympic weightlifting exercise. Why? Because before gyms existed, Olympic weightlifting existed. So everything that you do in the gym originally been born in Olympic weightlifting. And there is nobody on the planet who is more functional when it comes to strength training than an Olympic weightlifter. Now, how do you build big ass traps? There is one exercise that is the absolute mother of all trap building exercises, and that's the clean. But we're not going to be doing them like you have heard in CrossFit, exploding up, having zero control. No, it's going to be a strength clean. So the movement itself, it's totally unreal to build traps, but only if you do it through controlling the traps and keeping them under tension. So through explosion is not going to maximally build that. And I will show you how to take down that CrossFit exercise into a gym exercise that will explode your traps. Now, grip. Thumb wide, just outside the linings. Same like you have in all military press, same like you should have in bench press, same like you should have in every single exercise. Now guys, the first thing, you all have done a high pull in the gym, right? So a high pull is just the beginning of a clean. Now, you pull high with your elbows. At no point you want your elbows to start dropping and your biceps curling it up. You're pulling in a high pull with the elbows, and you're twisting and you're catching the bar. That is the whole clean. Now, in speed, it will look like this. Now, when you are in this position, you have to take the bar back down to do next rep. You don't want to be curling it down like a biceps curl. You want to be moving your elbows out the way, twisting the elbows up and down the same way that you came up. So now, don't take too heavy weight and play cool and do ego lifting. Do it correctly and your muscles will grow like mad. At the end, I started exploding. That was cheating, but you know what I say? Always cheat if the option is to quit. In the end of this video, I will give you my absolute best exercise to build massive traps and to build every part of the traps, including the backside of your neck. So now guys, when we're doing shrugs, whether it's dumbbell or barbell, or we're doing wide grip barbell, everything that I have been showing you so far, this exercise beats them all. Now, I would never skip the clean, because that makes an incredible range of motion in the traps and neck. This is the second biggest range of motion, but this exercise you can go much heavier because it's less technical than a clean. Now, it is called a monkey race. I invented the name, but let's say it differently. It is called a Rafa race. And how you do it? Simple. Can you scratch your armpits? If you can, then that is exactly what you're doing with the weight. So adapt the weight so you can come as far up. Now you see what is happening with my hand when I am pulling? It is turning inwards, it is not there. Because when you're doing it there, you won't have any range of motion. You have to twist the hand inwards. Look what's happening in my traps when I'm doing this movement. Look how much they're coming up. They're coming higher up than a clean. They are coming higher up than in a shrug. They are going as far up as it's physically possible for your traps to go. This exercise will bust your traps open. Let's go. All right guys, now we have smashed the shit out of your traps. Next, you have to actually focus on building the neck. Now, the neck will be focusing on the two basic movements, ups and downs. Nobody will recognize you in 2 weeks' time. People will start asking you what steroids you want. So, what you need is a towel and a plate, and you need to be sitting low down. You don't want to be sitting on a bench that is normal height. You want to be sitting lower down. So find something in this height. Now, the towel in the back, if your head hurts, but you know us, we're doing it like fucking beasts, so no towels. Take a plate, put it in the middle of the back side of your head. You don't want it at the total back of your head. You want it just where your head starts curving. And ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. What you want to make sure is that your back still sits straight. I mean the lower back. You don't want to be curving like a grandmother. So your lower back is always staying tensed. You're moving your head up and down. And when I say up and down, it's the same movement as you do in the shrugs, as you do in anything you do for your traps. Down and up, down and up. Not forward, backward. Focus on that. If you're doing forward and backward, you might injure your neck. So this, looking at the ceiling, looking at the floor, looking at the ceiling, looking at the floor, is dead important. Max this out, 4 sets, till it's burning and you feel that you cannot do the full range of motion, and that's it, on to the next. So now guys, training the front of the neck. Training your neck is not only going to make you look good, it's going to make you stronger. Now you might ask, why would I be training neck? Well, your head sits on it. It might be a good idea to have some kind of strength in the neck. And now, in this exercise, you will need a towel. Not even a beast like me can do it without a towel. You're putting the towel on your face and the weight goes here. And the movement is down, up, not backward, forward. Always in any kind of neck training, down and up. And this is how it should look. Now, except of looking badass in clothes, except of protecting your neck, what this will do for you is if you ever are in a fight, it will make you knockout proof if you train this enough. So your neck, very important. Don't skip that, guys. If you like this episode, guys, if you think that it will help you, if you want to share this with your friends, subscribe, drop some comments below, show some love so I can keep doing this and keep helping you guys to grow the best physique and the best mindset possible. And this week, we are dropping a big mindset episode, so don't miss that. And guys, big shout out and special thanks to Toby at the Locker Gym in Dubai. Sorted us out perfectly. Bro, love what you have created here. If you are ever in Dubai, check the Locker Gym out because it's the baddest gym in Dubai, no doubt. Crazy vibes, crazy equipment, crazy location. Everything is just spot on, beast mode, unbreakable. Let's go, guys.